So what's the name of this business precisely?
Antiques on Cedros.
Antiques on Cedros, and that's in Solana Beach.
Beach.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
So how far are you away from the beach?
Quarter mile.
About a mile or so?
Quarter mile.
About a quarter mile. And I was wondering, the neighborhood here, are there other antique businesses? I noticed I saw a place called Vintage Soul. Are they?
They're more probably newer Chevy chic
never
style.
been in it.
Yeah. Can you talk about the place across the street?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably a little more newer Chevy chic kind of stuff like that.
And I was wondering, so when did you open up the mall?
Last April.
So last April. So it's been about
6 months.
about 6-7 months or
Right.
so. And I see that you've got 2 entrances here. I was wondering about the ceiling. How would you describe the kind of ceiling? Is this kind of like a 50s factory style, or how would you describe the kind of?
How about the history of that? Didn't Bill Gates have his photography studio in here many years ago?
Yeah, one time.
Yeah,
Bill Gates
of
Microsoft
Yes.
had a photography studio
He
here.
had a photography studio in this building at one time, many years
Maybe
ago.
a year
Well,
or
good.
two. And
So it's a warehouse style building, but we converted to an antique mall, of course.
And so about how many square feet would you say it is?
5,000.
About 5,000 square feet. And is there, if I were just talking to you over the telephone and you were to describe it to me, I mean, one of the features is that you have the 2 entrances and it's 5,000 square feet. How else would you describe it to me? What are some of the things that I should be?
It's nice and open.
Light and airy.
Yeah, light and
Light and
area,
airy.
beautiful skylights that let a lot of natural light in.
I was wondering about the way it's kind of sectioned off. It's not sectioned off with a lot of squares. There's more diagonals.
Yeah, we
or
purposely-
We designed it so it was nice and open, so you could pretty much see through the, from wherever you're at, pretty much you can see everything. over
Yeah, the
there.
idea was that when you come through the doors, you could see pretty much the whole store in one
Okay,
shot.
so as you walked in either one of the doors,
Correct.
you're able to see the entire thing.
Correct.
Now, what's the advantage of that?
I think it allows every dealer here to have their stuff exposed, unlike some stores that they have cubicles.
I see.
They might miss a lot of the booths as they come in, where this way they can see everything. It's nowhere do they want to go and look. And also for security reasons too. We could get on the store in one shot with a couple employees can watch the whole entire store.
I see. So I know that Sean Rich is one of your dealers,
Yes.
and he is like a dealer television star and
Yes.
quite an
He just got
expert
his own new
in
show recently too.
naval and firearms
Yes.
and things like that. Who are some of the other stellar dealers that you have
Well,
here?
we have TikTok Doc, who's
TikTok
been a
Doc.
long-time dealer, about 40 years. Antique clock dealer.
Uh-huh.
He's in here, and he also does servicing through the store, which is unusual for an antique mall. And we also have Dr. Jeffrey Smith. He's a gentleman right here. He sells pre-Columbian artifacts, some Asian artifacts.
What does that mean, pre-Columbian artifacts? What makes something pre-Columbian?
It'd be more of an ancient type artifact that would be from South America.
Does that actually mean it was before Columbus came to America? Is that what pre-Columbian
It's his
when
stuff.
he
I can't
uses
speak
it?
for him, but I believe that's.
So what are some of the things that he might have in his space?
He has things like clay pottery, some earlier pieces. He also has
A dinosaur?
He has a baby dinosaur.
He's got a
Baby
dinosaur,
A real
an
dinosaur.
actual dinosaur?
baby
It's
dinosaur.
125 to 130 million years old.
Yes.
Well, that's about as old as
Yeah, that's important.
anything that I've ever seen.
Probably the oldest thing on the street.
Well, I think it might be the oldest damn thing in the country.
He's an interesting gentleman too. His father worked for Dr. Louis Leakey, and that's how he got started. His parents were both anthropologists. So he travels the world. He speaks in various locations about anthropology, and so he's kind of like an expert in it. Very interesting gentleman.
Well, that's great. Do you know how much that dinosaur sells for?
Eldon, how much is it? It's 15,000 plus. I believe?
25,000,
25,000.
Well, great. So, Eldon, before you were, could you spell your name, please, and make sure I get it right?
ELDON. Last name is KOCHER.
And so, before you had this mall, what were you doing?
Was one of the top dealers at the Antique Warehouse.
Okay. So you were both there at
Both
the
there,
Antique
yeah.
Warehouse. Do you also do you exhibit, or did you exhibit at the Del Mar show?
Yes.
I do the show, yes. A lot.
Are you doing it now? I mean,
there
is
today.
your so you have a space.
Back and forth.
You have a space going on there today.
Correct.
Do you still do that show?
No.
I imagine.
Eldon
tape-
actually
Not
is
this one.
involved with us, but we'll be actually at the next show in January. Per Eldon's partner, we're going to probably have an Antiques on Cedros booth over there. I talked to
Antiques
Michael
on
Grimes,
Cedros. Oh,
yes,
good.
yes.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. So, is there any other final little detail
Yeah,
I
we
should
have some
include?
wonderful jewelry dealers too. I don't know
And
if you have
what are the names?
Marilyn Malloy.
Marilyn Malloy. who's
Marilyn Malloy.
Very
Okay.
popular.
They're from Carlsbad. Is that where she's from?
Rancho Santa Fe, I believe, right, Olin?
Yeah, she's their shop in Rancho Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. We have Mitra, who is has high-end
Mitra
jewelry.
Biati.
Mitra Biati. We
Mitra,
have
could you spell Mitra, please?
M-I-T-R-A.
Yeah.
M-I-T-R-A. She's been around a long time.
M-I-T-R-A. What's the last name?
I don't know.
B-I-A-T-E, I believe.
Yeah, she's actually Sean Rich's partner, does the shows with him. She sells the jewelry out of his location at the shows with the swords. That's how we kind of know her.
Okay.
And we also have a very interesting dealer, Lucy. I don't know Lucy's last name. Do you know it, Olin? Torres. And she used to have the Paris Flea Market
yes.
store down in Encinitas. So we have quite a few prominent dealers in here. That
I know her.
Fred and Maggie Denise that have the antique Tiffany lamps.
The Tiffany lamps, Fred and Maggie Denise.
Well,
They used to be in the antique warehouse down
I know
there.
them.
Yeah, they're over there. We also have Robin Isaacs, who's very, she's quite known in the jewelry of like mid-century, 1930s, Hector Aguilar, people like that. So she's very well known. So it's a lot of established dealers inside of here.
Oh, and TikTok Doc also, he
mentioned
has
him.
one of the largest collections of clocks on the West Coast.
Yes. He's
Okay.
here also.
Well, great.
So it's a lot of variety. Most things under the sun, actually. And we even have like people with not just antiques, but the French cowgirl, Sunny. Do you know Sunny's last name? McLean. She's here. She's been on the street for many, many years. So you also have the new flair in here too. It's not just solid antiques. It's a variety of things.
Okay.
So